So, the trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home has just dropped, and I've watched it a couple of times, and I've also been online, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, all that sort of stuff, and it appears to me that a lot of people are sort of freaking out about this film. And the reason people are freaking out isn't really because it looks like a bad film, or they've got issues with Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, or Tom Holland, or Nick Fury being in it. The reason that people are freaking out the most about this film that I've seen so far is the infamous suitcase that has been seen online. The suitcase that has the initials BFP on it, which is Ben Parker. I'm guessing, I don't know what Ben Parker's middle name is. Maybe one of you guys can help me out in the comments. But a lot of people are freaking out about the idea that Uncle Ben is yet to make an appearance in the Tom Holland version of Spider-Man. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't actually think that it's true. I don't think that it's going to happen. I think the MCU are going without Ben Parker in this one. I think as far as we're concerned, Ben Parker isn't in this saga. So for me personally, I think we can probably put that one to rest. I can understand that seeing a suitcase would certainly set off signals that he might appear, but for me personally, I think it's just a sort of nod to the character. I mean, it's probably safe to assume that any young man is going to keep a keepsake of a lost relative, for example a suitcase or anything like that. So for me personally, I don't think that it's worth worrying about. I don't think Uncle Ben's going to be in this film, because a lot of people think that it's going to ruin the arc, or it's going to throw a spanner in the works, and it's just going to put the whole plot up in the air. So if you ask me, you don't have to worry about that. I think there's a lot of good things to look forward in this film. One of the things I do like in the film is the Spider-Man noir suit that we see. It looks really, really cool. I quite like it. There's nothing to suggest that it's Tom Holland or Peter Parker that's in the suit, although it would be far-fetched to suggest anything else, but it could be another upgrade that's given to him by S.H.I.E.L.D. or Nick Fury. So it is another twist in the tale that I am looking forward to see. Another thing I think we should be getting excited about is the antagonists in the film. A lot of people, obviously the casting of Jake Gyllenhaal made headlines, and I think he looks great as Mysterio, I really, really do. But if you ask me, I think this story is Peter Parker or Spider-Man taking the trip to Europe is very apparent, and I think there's an ongoing war between Mysterio and the other antagonists that we see in the film. Now, there's not a lot been said on the villains in this film, but if you ask me, I think that the villains that we're looking at are the Elementals. And for those of you guys that don't know, the Elementals consist of 4 lords or masters, and they're as follows. We have Hydron, who is the Lord of the Waters. We have Magnum, who is the Master of the Earth. Hellfire, who's the Wielder of Flame, and Zephyr, or Zephyr, I'm not right sure, but she's the Mistress of the Winds. And you know, this will be the first feature move that these guys have been in, and I think that's pretty good. I think it's excellent that we're not just getting the same antagonists over and over with every single Spider-Man film. I think it's good because there are a lot of antagonists, there are a lot of bad guys in the Spider-Man universe, so it's good to see this. But what else it could be is the water figure could be Hydro Man, and he isn't one of the Elementals. There is a difference between him and Hydron. So the Elementals made their debut in 1974 and 1975, and they made their debut in the supernatural thrillers. Although they've never really been popular amongst pop culture with regards to Spider-Man comic, and they've also put a couple of appearances in Miss Marvel number 11 and 12 in 1977 as well. The Elementals were created by writer Tony Isabella and artist Val Mayerik, I think that's how you pronounce that. And as their name suggests, the Elementals, well, they are the elemental forces of Earth, so that's something to look forward to as well. The one thing I do worry about in this film is, and it's probably nothing, but there is a reveal shot, there is a face reveal shot. It's a kind of, it's something that grinds my gears with superhero films. It's been going on for years. Superheroes removing their masks halfway through films just to give the actor some face time on the camera. It's not something I always agree with, but Tom Holland does remove his mask. Excuse me. I just wonder, in this film, the way it seems to be set up in the trailer, I wonder why we'd be doing that. I wonder if it's for the sake of MJ. I mean, obviously Aunt May knows who he is now, So I wonder, you know, why else would his mask come off? I just can't. It's one of those things that I seem to be pulled away from the character the more people learn of his identity. So that's the only thing I worry about. But this is just a short video I wanted to make. It's just a brief sort of breakdown of the trailer. I didn't want to get into too much detail because there's already loads of that on the internet. But to give the sort of basic points that I've made just now, I don't think we need to worry about Uncle Ben being in this one. I think the suitcase is just a nod to the character. The Elementals, I think it's a safe bet to say that they are the antagonists of the film. And they're having a war with Mysterio, which Spider-Man and Nick Fury, etc. gets dragged into. I think obviously over the course of the film, we'll see the rivalry between Spider-Man and Mysterio develop, which is something to look forward to. We've got the Spider-Man noir suit, which looks really good. I can't wait to see how that's incorporated into the film. And obviously the face reveal of Spider-Man, which is, we need to see what sort of context that plays out in. But thank you very much for watching the video. If you've liked, please leave a like. Leave your comments. I'd really like to know what you picked up from the trailer. It's definitely worth talking about. I'll definitely be going to see this film, and I think you should too. You should definitely go and support this because I think Tom Holland does a great job as Spider-Man. But let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Tartan Film, and until next time, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.